Hey guys, this is Connie from the Daily Life of Creativity, and today we are going to be creating a quick mini album. This week at the Bella Boulevard blog, it's all about gratitude theme. I will go ahead and create a gratitude little mini album. I know we are in November, probably want to do like a 30-day gratitude, or maybe take a few stories from the month and say what we're grateful for. Okay, I have decided to do a mini album. I won't be adding any photos, just want to prep it from when I'm ready to tell my story. It might be just one story of what happened to me in my family, or it might just be little different stories. I have not made up my mind yet. Okay, so I first started with the first thing you will need is three chipboard pieces. They measure, let me see here. They measure 5.5 by 5 and 2 inches for the spine by 5.5. Okay. I will go ahead and wrap my chipboard using the papers from the collection, and then I'll show you how I do that process and use also my tool here. All right, so I will go ahead and wrap my chipboard covers in a few papers from the collection. I will probably start with the one for the let me see here. This one is called Mad for Plaid, but I am thinking of using, I love both sides. So this is where I run into the problem of which one I am going to use, because each side is beautiful. So I will probably just use it for one cover and then wrap the other cover on the other side so I can have both of them showing. Okay. So let's just add some adhesive to our chipboard piece. I'm just using a little washi cutter from my shop to cut the double-sided tape. If you like to use liquid glue for this part, go right ahead. I just prefer using the double-sided tape. Let's get back to it. Okay. So I just like to add the tape to 4 sizes. If you want, you can add some tape here. Maybe just add a little piece if you want to. Let's add it to all the pieces that we have here. And I will just repeat the same process with the spine. I thought I was going to create a layout, but I'm not going to lie, guys. I just love making mini albums. That's just where my heart goes every time, even though it takes a little longer. And I might not have the time to make it. I still find the time to squeeze an album into my projects. All right, so I have added double-sided tape to all the chipboard here, and now with the this tool here that leaves, I'm always saying the same thing, it leaves about 3/4 of a border all around the paper. I will use this to center, but I will use my board to place the paper so it is straight. So let's just start with the side. And I will use this tool to remove the tape from the tape backing from the adhesive. Okay. If you don't have the cover guide tool, Leave about 3/4 of an inch all around. You see, 3/4 of the paper, so you can just wrap that around the chipboard and it will be uniform. And since I am going to be cutting this, I'll just trace it. Let's just put that there just as a guide for me when I cut it. There you go. Or if you want to cut this paper to size, it is 6.5. You place the chipboard in the middle, leave 3/4 all the way around by 7. So 7 inches by 6.5. We can use this one for the spine. Work perfect. I want to do this side now for the cover. And this paper is called Leaf Pile. It is beautiful. How are you guys doing today? Are you guys crafting fall, or are you guys all into the Christmas spirit already? I like to take my time. I feel like this time of the year goes by so fast, and it's like we are already somewhere else. Like, where are we going? Go through the process of everything. We still have Thanksgiving to celebrate. I mean, I don't mind putting up my Christmas decorations early though. So that is, it's okay. I'm just talking about crafty projects, you know. I mean, you can craft any time of the year, anytime you want. There's no problem with that. It's just that I feel like people are already into Christmas projects, and I haven't even finished Halloween. You know, like I just took some pictures of Savannah, and I want to scrap those, but 6.5, right? Yeah, so 6.5 by 7 should be something like this. Yeah, that's perfect. And then for the spine, let's repeat the same process. Use the scoreboard inside to keep your paper together right here. So this is what the front of the album will look like. This is the front, this is the back. If you want this to be the front, it's okay. If you want this to be the back, it's also okay. And then for the spine, I'm gonna do the leaves that are just no color. If you want the plaid, go ahead and use that. That's fine. We are here to create what we love and express ourselves in the way we want, right? I feel like we all have different tastes. We just give the ideas of something, and then feel free to bring it forward the way you want. Here we go. That paper is perfect like that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and cut here. So put a little mark with a pencil, a pen. I have a pen right now at hand, so that is what I am using. Oh, okay, good. So this paper is, I would say, just a little over 2.5. Let me see what that is. So let's just make it at what? Let's make it at 3 3/4. So 3 3/4 by 7. I will just go ahead and add my double-sided tape all around. But let me just go ahead and trim the corners with this tool right here. If you want to just place it here and then use your scissors, you can do that. If you want to use a pencil to trace that and then adhere your liquid glue and then cut it, you can also do that. This tool leaves about 1/8 of an inch right here, so your chipboard is not showing. Okay, and this is always the process that I make my mini albums unless I am not using chipboard. So if you are new to this is just one way of doing it. I am sure there are thousands of ways of covering a chipboard album. This is just what works for me. Okay. Spin that around, trim, and then there you go. All right, so now I will go ahead and add adhesive tape all around. Trim that on an angle. And that is the reason why I look to use this little washi cutter. You can find that in my shop. Once again, I love it if you will support my small business. I also have other embellishments there, or if you have any special requests, I can see if I can assist with that. Okay. All right. So this is looking nice. Just find a corner like this so we don't have to trim that. And then just use this little tool. This one is from Recollections. Little to press the tape down. Bless you, I guess. All right, and then to fold those papers in, I just like to swivel the paper around. I know some people like to turn the paper over and then score at the chipboard. I don't really like doing that. Sometimes I end up scoring at the wrong place. Okay, so just play with your paper so it creases a little gently and then it starts folding on its own. Let's remove the backing from the tape here. All right. And this one here, since I started with the tape like this and it was not at an angle, I'll just go ahead and tuck that in. Nothing goes to waste. That just means that little piece will have a little extra grab, which is always good. Okay, let's bring those pieces in. Press them down. Press the little corners in right here too, because you don't want them popping up. Okay, so press those little corners in right here. All right, press that down. So it should look something like this. Okay, which is beautiful. I'm still thinking of which one I will use for the cover page. Let's repeat the process on this one here. And the more you do it, the faster you will get, the better they will get. I still have some mini albums that I start to create the project and it's just not my day, I guess. And they just don't look too properly, but don't give up. Okay, because I remember the day that I couldn't make a mini album or I couldn't create a base from scratch. Or also, if you want to use a base that is already made for you, a lot of companies sell bases already created for you. And all you have to do is just add paper, make it yours by adding embellishments, your photos, and no album will ever look the same. Like, so even if you do that, um, people are not gonna be like, "Oh, you did it this way." They're gonna say, "Wow, that's beautiful. You took your time to embellish and make it yours," right? That is what I meant to say. Every album will be different. Okay, let's press this one down. let's just remove the tape. Okay. Okay, let's put this in right here at the corner. Good. Let's bring this up. Let's bring the leftover tape inwards so it wraps around the chipboard or the paper properly. All those little pieces that are left over the paper, just bring them in. Okay. And then let's start swiveling this in. And then you press it down, get your little corners in, press them down so they adhere to the glue and they're not popping out after you have put your album together. You're gonna have these little things coming through. Okay. So these are the covers. This is going to be my front. I just love this. Okay. And then for the spine, let's do the same process like the covers. All right, and then bring this over here. Let's press that down. All right, so just repeat the same process like the covers. Bring those in. Okay, now let's start rocking that paper into the chipboard, pressing that down, getting the little corners in, pressing those in. Make sure that everything is adhering. I love using the double-sided tape, and this one is the cherry tape. Scrapbook.com also has the tape, double-sided tape. I recommend both of them. They work great. If you want to try it out, I'll go ahead and leave an affiliate link in the description box below. It won't cost you guys more to shop the affiliate links. You will just be supporting me and my craft. That's it. Okay. So if you want to get that tape, I will leave the link down below. No problem. I appreciate it. All right. All right. So this is the spine, and this is what we're looking like. Cover, front, back, and then the spine. Okay. And to adhere this together now, we are going to need a piece of cardstock. Let me see. Let me just. All right, I am back. So now for the to put the spine and the covers together, you will need a piece of paper that measures 12 inches by 5.5, the same width of the album, width or length. So 5.5 by 12. Okay. I'm using the paper called Borders. I'm using the side that has the grateful, thankful, and blessed in small print. Since the album is a grateful mini album, I thought this would look really nice on the inside. All right, so I decided that I want to use the this paper here for my cover, and that paper is the leaf pile, and this one here is mat for plaid, the front and back for the spine and the cover, back cover. Okay, so I will go ahead and start with the back cover. Let me see here. For this part, I'll just use the Beacon 3-in-1 glue. If you want to use your double-sided tape for this side, you can. I just want this to go a little faster. So let's just get that glued. Plus it dries really quickly. And it gives me time to move the paper around if it's not too straight. All right. All right. So let's place that here. And just, you want to leave a little border right here if you want to. I'm not sure. And then for the top and bottom, it should look something like this. Press that down. You still have some time to move it around if it's not straight. And that is the reason why I like to use the liquid glue for this part. Sometimes I do use double-sided tape. It just depends on the mood that I'm in, how I'm feeling, and what the process is going like. But today, I'm using liquid glue. I'll just go ahead and take my scoring bone and just score right here where the chipboard ends for the back cover. And then just score that there. Now let's add the spine of your album. Okay, let's get that glue all the way to the edge, not too close to the edge though. You don't want it seeping through or adding too much. This glue is really strong, guys. Like, make sure you have some type of ventilation when using this because this is strong. Makes me laugh by the time I'm done using it. Okay, so that looks good. And then I will go ahead and just flip it around to make sure that the edges look okay. It should look something like that. And then I will score right here also at the end of the chipboard. Okay. Let's score, press it down. And then now for the cover, let's see if this is enough paper. This way. So it might look something like this, but guys, we can add a little edge of paper there. Do like a little border, scallop border, something fun to make it look different. All right, which is fine. Okay, let's do this. Let's cover this up before it comes up again. So let's press this down here. Flip it around. So wanted just double checking that is the right side of the cover. For some reason, this one seemed a little more out there, but it's okay. It was just maybe the paper that I'm not adhering that properly. Just this is the reason why I like to use, once again, the liquid glue. It gives me some time to play with the cover to make sure it looks right. Okay, so it should look something like this. And I know we still have something right here that is open, but you can add a little border right here, border of paper. There you go. So this is what our base looks like. Okay, let's see, what are we gonna do for that corner? Maybe we can add a little piece of the plaid or the leaves here. Let's do that. 5.5. Right there, like that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and add this. So this piece is 1 3/4 by 5.5. Okay, sometimes you just gotta use your little scraps to make them work if you don't want to be wasting paper. I'm trying to be more useful every piece that I have available. Let's just adhere that here, and then we are good, guys. So this is the base now of the album. It has been completed, all done. Took a little while, not that long, but it's okay. It takes a little while to decide what papers you want to use, right? Okay, now for inside the mini album, I will go ahead and add white pages here to create it, and then I will mat them with the collection that I want to use. Since I don't want to be using all my papers, I feel like that's the best way to save on paper. Add your white or black base or something that matches the colors of the collection. Let's see what I'm going to use. I will be right back. Are you guys here, or are you guys just looking, writing things down? I would also add the blog post in the description box below so you can get the measurements there. Okay. All right, guys. So before we move forward with the pages inside, I think I am going to be adding some trim. This one is not from Bella. You can get this over at Michael's, and it comes with different type of trim. I love adding ribbon to my projects, and I am looking for something that can match the collection. I really love this one here, but it's a little too deep for this project. So maybe I'm thinking of this one right here. All right, so this one, it's going, once again, I will use this one here. It's a little slim. It goes over the spine also. And to keep it together, before you add your matting here to the paper, all you gotta do is just make sure that the ends are at the same length. And this will be the closure of the album. And I will just add a little bit of tape to keep it together there. Okay, until I am ready to oh, this tape is done. Rolling low on tape until I am ready to add my backings here. Let's just go ahead and do this. Oh boy. Let's just make sure that these sides right here are at the same length. That would bother me if one is longer than the other. And then I have to cut it to make sure that it matches, or there you go. So I think this is about the middle. I'm not measuring this, I'm just eyeing it. There you go. And then it should look something like this. Okay. All right. I just wanted to show you guys that. If you want to add a closure, you can. If you don't, that is perfectly fine. Okay, I will be right back with the inside pages. So I am back. I won't use any white cardstock. I will just stick with Bella products. These are the Bella Besties. I have the one in orange and bell pepper. I think that these both colors go really well with the collection that I'm currently using. So this is what we're going to do for the pages, okay? All right, guys. So for the first page, I am using the, once again, the Bella Besties orange. You will need to cut it at 11 and a half, and then you will score at, so 11 and a half by 5 1/4, and then you score it on the longest side, 11 and a half side, at 5 and 6 1/2. Okay, once again, 5 and 6 1/2. You will score it on the longest side, which is the 11 and a half side. And then this paper is once again 5 1/4 by 11 and a half. Okay, that will be your first page. You will go right here like this. I am leaving a little bit of border like this, so it will go like this. Okay, has a little border here, and then not so close to the spine hinge, which is good. Okay, so now I will go ahead and add 2 more pages. I'll be back with the measurements. All right, guys, so once again, let's just go over the first page. uh the first page is 5 1/4 by 11 and a half. You would score at 5 and 6 1/2. So 5 and 6 1/2. For the second page, I am using the pepper. Bell pepper is such a yummy fruit. I mean, yeah, bell peppers are yummy. I think it's a fruit. I'm not sure. um, Bell pepper is 11 by 5 1/4 also. Okay, and this one here you will score at 5 and 6 inches. So 5 and 6 inches. That one will go in here. And then you can choose to see, it's your option to see if you want them to turn like this or if you want this print. I am not sure which side I want to use first, so I'll just go ahead and leave it like this for now. 1/4 by 10 and a half, but it is going to be a little different where you score. Okay, so just forget about what I said before. So it's going to be at 5 and 5 1/2. That's what you will score. 5 and 5 1/2. Okay, and since I made a mistake on this here and trying to figure it out, it just looks very scored. I don't like the way it looks, so I'm using the bell pepper paper here again. Okay, but it's okay because I will also mat the pages, and it should look something like this when they are adhered to the album. All right, So let's adhere those now. It is 5 1/4 by 11 1/2, and this one again is score at 5 and 6 1/2. That one you will place like this, okay? And I am using my trim and scoreboard just to make sure that my chipboard is going against the, to make sure that it stays still and is not moving. Let's use our 3-in-1 glue here again. This glue is very strong. It's gonna keep everything. So let's try to center it as much as we can. Okay, I'm going to stand up for you please, to make sure that I'm centering it here in my spine like this, top and bottom. And I think I'm leaving about the same at the end here, which should be 1/4 of an inch on both sides. Okay, so your first page is center. And like I said before, what I like about this glue is that you can move it a little, move it around. It's not so permanent at first, but then you can press it down. There you go. And that is your first page, guys. It looks like this. Let's add our second page, which is the 5 1/4 by 11 is scored at 5 and 6 inches. Should I do this? Okay, let me do this. Gosh, let's just do this. I am going to cover matte papers on it from the collection, so one fall day collection, so that doesn't really, well, it matters. If you want to pick different papers from the collection, you can also do that. I'm just trying to not use all the paper in one album and get the most of it. Okay, with this one too, let's try to center it as much as we can. Paper. All right, something like this. When you open it, let's test it out. There you go. Let's press it down to make sure that it is getting adhered properly. That looks nice. And all the papers are straight. Make sure that it's not crooked, one-sided, like going like that. That had happened to me many times. And if it does, it's okay. Okay, so we got it here with the, see, that's not the way I wanted it, but it's okay. Let's just continue with the stripe pattern here. If you want to turn it the other way, go ahead. Oh boy, making a mess. Okay. And also don't wipe your fingers on your clothes with this glue. It ruins your clothes. Okay, so just make sure you have like a little piece of paper towel to wipe your fingers, or just rub your fingers together until it's all completely gone. Okay, so let's say you have some on your fingers, just rub your fingers together until it's like that, completely gone from it. Don't wipe it on your clothes, ruin your clothes. I'm just letting you know because I have done it. And then we're gonna place this one in the middle. All right. Making sure that it is straight and is in the middle of this paper here. See, when you close it, they should all line up when you open them together. All right. Press it down with your board. If you see some glue sipping through, do the same thing that you do with your fingers. You can do that with this glue. Let's close it up. It's been working great. I got it about a month ago and I'm liking it so far. I told you that in my last video. All right, so it should be something like this. All the pages should be about the same when you open. Not about, they should be the same. All right, and it should look something like this. All right, so for now, this is your base. The pages of your album, you added your string. I am going to go ahead and just embellish the album, and then for this part I can show you a little bit of it and then just show you the end result. It's a little grateful gratitude album. All right guys, so I am back with the cover. Let's just decorate the cover. I wanted to show you how I can decorate it. I also wanted to show you that I matted the inside pages of the album with the papers from the collection. Some of them I left open and matted just one side or both sides. Or I took the scraps that were left over after cutting them by, these are 5 by 4 3/4. So there was a piece left over and I just added it here to one of the side of the pages. All right. So this is what it looks like. And then I would add all the embellishments, create all the little clusters. But I would just wanted to show you real quick how to, well, not how to, I wanted to show you how I will embellish my cover page. So this one here already has double-sided tape. And then I decided to use this paper here. This one is from the Daily Details. One side has all these beautiful cut parts and then the has polka dots. Good thing I have two because I love both of those sides. And this paper is 5 inches by 4.5 once again. So let's just adhere that here. And I did that because I really wanted for the background paper to show through, like leaving a thick border around. If you want to do the same, or just leave the background paper the way it is, since we love it so much. Okay. And I decided that my title is going to be hello. And then for the part of the title, I will use the sticker sheet. This is a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. It has a grateful for you, and it can be grateful moments. That's what I am thinking of doing. Okay. And then I have a few pieces here that I also want to add. Just create some layers. And I also have the Bella Paps. This one is fall is here. We'll see if we add those pieces. So let's start by just adding this little fall leaf. If I don't start gluing down, then nothing will get done. So we can just move things around if we need to. These pieces are from the chipboard stickers from here. And then I will use also the 12 by 12 stickers. And I think I'm just using the grateful for you from here. Hello, grateful for you, just to complete the title. Simple title. If you want to dedicate the album to someone special, you can add grateful, hello, grateful for you, and then put the person's name at the bottom. You can do that. And I like to reinforce them with some liquid glue, making sure that they stay there for a long, long time. Add the hello here. And then Maybe we can, just to cover that, I can just add create a little cluster. See, like that. Hello. Let's just add, I'm just trying to, maybe this one here is from the ephemera piece, ephemera icons. Just trying to create a little cluster. Just that, just nothing is being added here. I just wanted to add a little cluster of leaves here. Okay. And then like that. I think that looks fine. Just to bring the paper from the background forward. Sometimes you just don't know what to do. That's what I like to go by. Okay. So let's just try to start adhering everything. And then if you have if you see that the flowers can be laid a different way, you do it your way. Try to make it work for you, what you like. I always see that. Make the project work for you. You don't have to copy exactly what I do. Okay, I'm just gonna let that dry. This glue should be, this glue should dry clear, so I don't want to mess with it too much. All right, let's add that here. Let's just add that floral here. And then let's add this leaf. I'm sorry. I'm watching Sheldon. Have you guys watched the Big Bang Theory? I can't pronounce it. It makes me laugh. And then right there. See, it didn't turn out the way I had it before, but it is okay. Okay, let's just press everything down. Make it permanent. So I use pretty much everything here from the fall is here. Bella Paps. And let's just add the little sprinkles, right? There you go. Now I am going to take the Grateful for You sticker from the sticker sheet and then add it here at the bottom in the center, or I'm just eyeing this, so I think it's the center. You know, sometimes we look back and we're like, oh, that's crooked. It's not the right way. So I will try to center it as much as I can. There you go. And then let's add another little dot here at the bottom. So just one, 2, 3. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Press those down, and that is the cover for you. Since it is all about being grateful, this is my little. This sticker doesn't look straight. Let me stand up. Let's take a look at this. There you go. Like that. So that is the cover. Okay. And then I will go ahead and add also a 5 and 4 and 4.5 and 5 inches cover here just to cover this. maybe I can use the same paper if I have a little leftover. Let me see what paper that was. Oh, that one. Okay. Yes, I definitely have more of that. And I can, let me see here. This is 5 by 4.5. There you go. So when you tie it together, it should look something like this. It looks so cute and pretty. Ready for you to embellish. I mean, add your moments. Okay, there you go. Let me just press this down. And I won't show you guys how I embellish the inside of the album. I feel like an embellishing the album is always different for everyone, depending on the photos and the journaling and the details that you are adding inside of it. So I will just show you the end result. So that's when you will see me again, put my hands in here again. You guys like my little bracelet? I got it from this lady at the She Love Color event, and I know I can't stop wearing it. Thank you so much. I love it. It is super cute. It's like a little message to never stop teaching. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it. All right, so this is 5 by 4, and then it just picks up from the orange that is already in the background. Okay, and make sure that you are hearing this straight. To me, it's a little crooked, but I can't move it anymore since I press it down. All right, so bring this up a little. Should look something like this, which is beautiful. All right, so I will show a flip through right now, and then thank you so much for stopping by, guys. All right, guys, so I am back with semi finished. I have a few photos in here um from my recent trip to Wisconsin, but I do want to add a few more. It's just that they were not printed, but I just wanted to give you more or less an idea of what it would look like. You saw me here adding some chipboard stickers, cardstock stickers. I also use some Bella Pops and then just created a little cluster with the florals. Hello, grateful for you. It's a grateful little album. When you open it now, I added ephemera pieces here on the cover. If you want, you can add a photo here. This one is, you can lift this up to add the photo behind it. I added this 3 by 4 photo of me and Savannah. I think the colors are great with the fall. And then added some those are what? Epoxy stickers? Yeah, I think so. This one here, I left it empty because I have a photo that I want to add here. And also here on this, I also left this one empty. And then I added this another 3 by 4 photo of me and Savannah, sweater weather, time spent together. And this one I left it empty also. And then here I would like to talk a few little things that I got that are from here, from this trip. And just the fall leaves, and then chilly days with some little epoxy stickers. And this one here also, I have a photo that I want to print. Okay, and I have something here too that I want to add. So this is what it's looking like. Let me know what you think about this project, if you found it easy to recreate, and then we can go from there, guys. Thank you for stopping by. I would appreciate if you subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I will see you guys soon. This one was using the Umbrella Boulevard One Fall Day collection.